Alright, what they do from there is so obvious with triple teleports and the Ashe range initiation. Gragas also.
Bang. Because of it, it's going to stay pretty safe.
He was sitting on full health, full mana, so why not headbutt Pulverize and draw out the Devour? I'm going to see a Devour. A lot of action happening in the moment.
Yeah, Solo Lane's just going off right now as Peanut bops BDD towards the turret because of the cleanse.
Might be able to get a value or a pick of their own with Cuz on the bot side. So that's usually when things change, that's when the action happens. Okay, action's happening.
Speaking of that, Bang is going to flash out of the way of the headbutt Pulv, and Wolf is making his way in. Untara makes his way down with the ultimate, but the counter teleport is going to come in. Khan cancels it, and then SKT, they turn it on once again. Flash from Prey.
A lot of respect shown by Prey.
However, I believe that there were possible opportunities for Cuz up here towards the top side. The last time we saw them with the vision that was gained is not going to find the elastic slingshot, but does at least land the Q. Flash and the Shadow Dash going to have to be utilized by Untara to get himself out of the way, and teleport actually gained. SKT want this. There's the Let's Bounce. May have actually condemned Khan though, as BDD makes his way in. Thank God. The leap was there from Khan to keep him alive, but unfortunately there's no shockwave, and down goes the Zac. They get the flash out of BDD here as well, as Blast Cone is there. Khan still has his flash, but doesn't actually break the tether in time. As Barrel comes in, BDD looking for Faker. Khan here as well, and there it is! The kill with the Thunderlord's proc.
BDD's trying to body block the body slam.
Oh, there it is! Lands it, gets the stun with the counter strike as well. Untara trying to get one back, manages to take down Khan, and honestly, the Yakety Sax are coming out very early in this final. BDD chasing after Untara, try and grab this kill.
Kill involvement onto BDD, massive. He actually hits the shockwave.
Yeah, gets another shockwave back. Untara actually likes his chances, based on out of turret. Try and get some extra pressure down there. Longzhu, their tower looking very, very comfortable on the bottom side of the map. The arrow is going to land. In goes Cuz. This could have all been a bait as Prey. 3 damage now. The Devour not quite enough. As the Kidnap comes in, they just want the kill onto Wolf, and they will be able to get it. Untara tries to save his life, but not sure whether he's going to be able to. Faker a long way away. Peanut gives up on this one, but Untara's going to be pulled back with the Q. In goes Gorilla, who's got a Pulverize ready. The ultimate's down as well as he picks up the kill. Slams the ground and the Shen. Cuz grabs the kill under Bang. The bottom lane destroyed. Untara's going to be taken down, and Peanut to follow. Longzhu, a massacre over SKT.
4 kills for Longzhu. Faker's here to try to answer. Only will get one. Will have to back away, so just a single answering kill. This will probably also be first brick in the bot lane with how many people are here. Jack's free hitting on a turret. Faker, he's still smelling blood. He won't be able to answer the turret. Untara can come back with teleport, but it's not enough members. Faker will try to clean up Gorilla, doesn't get him. As simple as SKT in that way, being strongest in the first 20 minutes, and that's surprised Faker.
Yeah, well, they're going to surprise Prey as well here towards the top side. Does still have the flash. Flashes out of the way. The arrow perfectly there as well as the Chains of Corruption. They're going to stop SKT for a moment, but no joy on the gang.
And, well, he's out of control. Trinity Force and Tiamat and Merc Treads complete at 17 minutes. This is even more accelerated than he was against Cuvée a few weeks ago.
And just wanders in and takes Faker's blue buff. Now has to go up against Faker and Peanut, and it feels like he's probably bitten off too much. Oh no! He manages to leap over, and the explosive cast is going to put him to relative safety. More lead strikes are going to come in. Gets under the turret, and another Khan great escape. This time doesn't get a kill, but he gets a blue buff.
And you know what the crazy thing is? If these almost were happening to Longzhu, what will we be talking about? How much does it mean? What will the frustration be like for the rookies? These are happening to the experienced players. The ganks are coming off for the rookies.
Yeah, well, Cuz actually doesn't find any of his buttons. Uses the Let's Bounce just to close distance, but now we've got a Shockwave. Maybe timed a little bit late, but it doesn't matter. Prey's got enough damage. Wolf now in trouble. It's the double kill for the AD carry. And finally, SKT are going to turn up. It's a huge knock-up though, and Longzhu, they just want more. Triple kill now for Prey. He wants another one, and Tara in trouble. We could have a Penta at this stage, but no. Prey's going to be taken down, and Peanut maybe went the wrong direction. There's still 3 members with decent damage here. Stands United comes in, and SKT, they have just saved their jungler and top lane.
They want to try and take down the turret. Got a bit greedy focusing there. Probably didn't even factor in that somehow there was no Stand United used. And crazily, it's the rookies pulling off the plays. It's the rookies finding the advantages. And someone like Peanut, who's a surprise to be a starter here, has not been able to block the ganks he looked for.
Okay, they're not going to go too aggressive here. Intelligent play from
Someone's going
Longzhu.
to teleport on you and pick up kills. Those guarantees are gone from how strong Longzhu's early game has been.
Well, Khan is just going to be able to pop himself over after taking away this Cloud Drake by himself.
He
seems to be a one-man wrecking ball, yeah.
He's 65 CS up on Untara in the Grand Final Game 1. He's having a day out, and here's another one.
Oh, yeah, straight into the shockwave, though. It felt like SKT's trap, but is it Peanut? Has to body slam his way out, but now SKT, they get the flank. Another flash comes out as the explosive cast doesn't quite find what it wants. BDD, no mana. Wolf just wants him, finds the stun, but they don't finish off the Orianna. Now Untara having to fight with Prey, who's getting free damage on top of the shed, and in comes Khan. You said don't team fight with him, but he's happy to join this fray, as now Faker underneath the turret will be okay, but they will be able to get some more shots under here with the man advantage that they now have.
And they're trading up on objectives. They have the inside track on the mid lane turret. This is going to be the outer ring of turret collapsed for SK Telecom, and a pick comp from behind is a very different animal, and this pick comp, it's on life support.
It certainly is. You can see BDD, he's low on health, but still comfortable, or how comfortable actually, as Faker manages to grab the kill, pops back to his earliest distortion, which was miles and miles away, and says no.
On his next decision, but it only buys SKT a bit of a return of the tempo. As Prey.
This is bad news. Wolf is going to turn up. Faker's there as well. Another flash once again, as there's the elastic slingshot. Cuz just trying to keep his AD carry alive, and now Prey's able to turn around and get some cheeky auto attacks in there. Let's bounce from Cuz. Uninterruptible, and does get him out alive. And I thought a lot of vision up towards the top side here for Longzhu, wanting to make sure that no sneaky little barons are going to be taken by SKT. As Faker once again in trouble.
Oh, baby.
Oh, the counter stun comes in as there's the leap strike, and the 1-versus-1 Khan proving himself versus Faker.
Some people shudder in the eyes of God. Some people just go on. SKT can't play the side lanes like they want to with the teleports.
They can barely enter a side lane now.
Atlas, they polled all 10 coaches, and, well, 9 of them had to vote on who would win, and every single one voted on SK Telecom. We were in unison on SK Telecom.
Oh, goal.
And most of them were at 3-0. The fairy tale here for Longzhu. It won't end in game 1, but it's been a fairy tale game 1 for Longzhu Gaming.
Yeah, so far anyway. Teleport now going to come out from Khan, as I believe it was cancelled by Untara.
Yep.
The Baron is going to go over to Longzhu nonetheless, though, as Faker makes his way in. Khan just wants to try and pick up whatever he can from this as the leap strike comes down, but 2-versus-1 not going to happen this time. Gorilla is going to turn up and say, Prey, done a great job. Take down this turret. Everything's absolutely fine. Mid lane, inner turret also now under fire, and it feels like Longzhu just have the plan. This time, BDD does have the protection, but instant cleanse out of the arrow. They know exactly what they want, as there's the shockwave. Faker's still alive though, Wolf with the great health, keeping himself up, but BDD is going to end that pretty quickly. Cuz now still looking for more. Let's bounce on cooldown. Longzhu investing a lot, but they get the Tahm Kench once again, and so little protection now for SKT members underneath this inner turret, and that'll make it 6. Unless Faker can get some work done. Another stretching strike, but does break the tether range quite
Faker's
quickly.
Poking around because they know they don't have the wave there to answer. That's why he's doing his best, even on low health, to stop these turrets going down for free.
Yep, Cuz making his way in, does of course have the passive. Is going to be fine, and Longzhu obliterate that turret. Not going to stay too long to pick up the inhibitor as well as Cuz. Oh, that was brave. Still actually just pretty tanky in his own right with the Righteous Glory as well as his shield to keep him alive.
Turning to the turret in the mid lane that has already been down, so they want to pick up the inhibitor here.
Cuz has just been frontlining so effectively. Khan split pushing, taking down this bottom inhibitor turret. But that means that SKT, if they want to commit to this, they have to leave that inhibitor open, and it's going to be Prey that deals with it in the end with the help of the rest of his team. Orbs from BDD just floating around, and look at this, it feels like it's just confining SKT to exactly where Longzhu want them to be, and this tower is going to fall as well. Gorilla looking for his way in. Oh, it's looking so dangerous for SKT fans. 11,000 gold the lead. So many more items for Longzhu. If Khan gets on top of any of these squishies, he's going to rip them apart, but it just feels so hard to count SKT out at any stage, especially after the gauntlet run.
It's a really tense stuff. They want to get a second inhibitor. SKT do not make the second inhibitor their Alamo. They give it up to Longzhu Gaming. But why? It seemed likely to SKT to win. There was, of course, the intangibles of rookies and people that hadn't played in playoffs. They definitely need to be mentioned. There's so many young players when it comes to these stakes. Nice smite away by
Drive
Cuz.
by.
that there was some optimism. There was not that much optimism around that factor, but it's also that Longzhu's playstyle all season was get Khan ahead with a pushing advantage and have Kaz basically follow his lead. And I just thought SKT would see through that, but with the Shen, they didn't really. And the Ash Arrow goes straight into Gorilla. What's that gonna do?
Yep, not looking like a whole lot as Wolf is going to be able to devour up the Ash, but now it's on cooldown, and Longzhu wanting to try and find this one again. Double shockwave lands as Peanut's going to get exploded. Wolf in trouble as well and won't be able to offer that protection. And what they want is this turret. Bang now in trouble, uses the flash. In comes Khan! Massive damage, but Wolf is able to keep Bang alive. Stand United coming down as well. But look at this, there are Super Creeps smacking down the Nexus, and Longzhu against the flow of play should be able to end it right here. Wolf struggling to defend. Bang, not a lot he can do, and Kuz says, come here, you're mine, your Nexus is dead, and Longzhu against everything take game one.
And you look at their faces, they are not elated. Of course they are happy, but they know there is...
If Longzhu can move this composition around and get picks, my god, it's scary to do it.
And winning because blue buff wasn't taken, we don't see the blue buff steal attempt from SKT, but Blank is bot lane, and they're way extended.
Yeah, looking to go aggressive. Prey actually throwing down some damage, but there's the exhaust invested. Good flash, and they get the lantern out as well. Too many minions to deal with. And that is just Warren at the teleport, of course, so gets that optimal back. And has his revolver now as well. Now looking to try and get a gank down onto Khan. Blank's here as well. And Khan could be in a lot of trouble. One of those dangers, potentially, of this Jace pick. Okay, not going to find the stun. There's the flash that comes out, but Khan's still in trouble. Cuz is going to make his way in as Faker. Just going to pick up that kill and probably get away. Blank may not be as lucky though, as BDD's going to turn up. Grabs that kill in return as Faker tanking up the turret, but he'll be okay. There's Shen, Untara behind enemy lines, trying to get himself executed, and will do so. Nicely done, denies that kill away from Longzhu.
At the same time, Faker stays because he wants to push up the wave. Greedy choice, but he's level 6, so kill pressure kind of gone.
Yeah, well, Khan, he's going to teleport his way back there. Yeah, there's going to be the stun potential. Denies Fake from making his way up, but Cuz possibly, no, decides not to go for the flash body slam.
Didn't have the damage on the barrel roll, even if he hits, so they back away. No free kill for SKT, a pre-plan because they did have strong turret diving. Speaking of turret diving,
yep, now it's BDD, Weaver's Wall coming down. Oh, denies the grand entrance as Wolf is going to flash his way out. Bang, ambush does go off, and he keeps that flash. Really intelligent play by the AD carry.
They weren't able to close in enough on him to actually Faker, but because it's 7:15, he rushed Merc Treads. He doesn't have mana regen outside of the Doran's ring, but largely will be okay because those mana cost nerfs aren't live yet.
Yeah, thankfully Khan comes down and helps Cuz pick up the blue buff, but Blank looking for the ultimate, doesn't land the full hit as Untara is knocked away. Good grand entrance from Wolf, because still walking his way out. Faker waiting in the wings, wanting to get that phase dive on top of the Gragas, and Cuz knows that he's dead and is going to sacrifice himself eventually. Faker grabs his second kill. Bang now in trouble. Prey doing a decent amount of damage, but the Blade Caller coming back, and the ultimate from Bang is enough. Stands United coming in as well from Untara, keeps the rat alive.
They're able to make them being 700 gold ahead. Feels more like 3,000 to 4,000 gold because of what the late game looks like.
Yeah, that inflation. Now the grand entrance is going to come down. Ultimate once again for Bang, trying to get the kill onto Gorilla, but the hook is going to land. Prey, he's going to be the kill. Oh, Featherstorm comes out and they survive once again. Cuz is able to get himself there, and Faker was denied his way in. SKT probably still able to do a lot of damage to this turret potentially, because seems to be able to deny that as well. Just incredible. Yeah, hook is going to go wide. This is going to be a 3v3. Blank decides, or Cuz decides to pull the trigger. Tara taking some damage towards the top side. That's important. It means that the ultimate may not be necessarily as important as Bang. Jumps his way forward, another grand entrance. They will explode Prey this time. No way to use the Featherstorm. It was on cooldown anyway. The Faker going aggressive onto BDD at the same time, and Gorilla, is he going to be able to actually deal with this three-man SKT squad looking to take down this turret? Cuz is going to make his way back over, but there's vision available from SKT. That pick just looked all too easy.
It's so synchronized when they bring in Blank, though. It looks like poetry in motion compared to some of the missteps with Peanut in game 1. They will have to surrender the blue buff. And SKT, everything is going perfect for them. As Gorilla.
Yeah, Gorilla's just going to face check this one. Nice 3-man play. Actually, massive damage coming down as BDD doing the work. Gorilla's going to be able to pick up the first kill. Make that a double kill for the veteran of the bottom lane. And BDD flashing with the threaded volley. Faker has the ultimate available from Antara, and they are going to be able to get out. But that should not have happened.
Should not have.
See where the Cuz can get some control back over there. But with no turrets falling down, you look at the team with the Twitch. You can't help but feel good. Cuz going to get interrupted by the Arctic Assault. Body slam not going to work. Permafrost coming in. Parallel convergence down as well. Flash out of the way of the sun. Nice 2-man seismic shove as BDD getting a lot of work done. Phase dive is eventually going to get it for Faker as he picks up his 3rd kill of the game. Lasting a long time is now Bang looking for the ambush with BDD, not going to be tricked.
Yeah, they still have control over the red side jungle, so all they give up is Antara pulling out of the top lane. A lot of top lane damage. If he gets the turret here, it is actually going to be a great trade for them, a 1-for-1. But the turret, you always take first brick over a kill in the mid lane. Faker is reaching that point where he does have pretty high burst range, though. Speaking of burst, Bang's going to pull back.
One season on Longzhu here for Summer.
Gold lead is almost entirely from Khan, also 2 kills for Thresh.
Relatively used to that. Blank going to get the flash out of Khan, but another side flash to come out from these Longzhu players who seem pretty comfortable dealing with Sejuani. As if it doesn't work, try again, but Wolf is in trouble. Explosion! As Gorilla's going to pick up his 3rd. Bang now running away as the teleport comes down from Khan. Jumps on top of Bang. They want to kill him before the stands united. That parallel convergence is going to lock it down. Bang falls anyway. And out goes Antara. He's going to be smacked away. First brick was already taken by Longzhu, but they'll take 2nd as well. And Faker wants to try and get 1 back, but it's again a pleasure to watch. Of course, he's played it in the past. It has been one of his picks, but that was sort of seasons gone by.
I think you also relate, I'll hold that point.
Yep, and it's going to be the pick onto Gorilla. He's still pretty tanky though. He's one of the Fed members of this team. There's the buff as Blank should be taken down, but Gorilla does eventually fall because the exhaust was used on top of him. It's great. Fantastic flash gets himself out, and Faker can't find him with the chrono break.
That being a 1-for-1 was absolutely insane for Graves.
And this might actually turn it into not that situation, as Khan just can't miss these shot blasts.
Khan needs to go and do some yakety sacks of his own because he knows the rest of SKT are coming.
Teleport. Oh, wow.
Almost caught by just the tip of the Shadow Dash. Not to be that time. They're turning back onto Prey though. Yeah,
Prey's now in trouble. They've got a Weaver's Wall coming in as BDD, maybe turning up a little bit late to this fight as Wolf takes half of his health buff. It should be okay. Oh my goodness, Faker actually going aggressive right now as BDD has to be careful. Parallel convergence coming down. They're not going to be able to get any stuns because he can't stay tricked there for Longzhu.
Pressure smites are working so far for Cuz. They're winning, so maybe that's the buff there, but it is working for him. He needed to pick that up to pile on a secondary objective in the future Elder Dragon buff.
There will be the most expensive Hawk shot I've ever seen. Is all right, Cuz going to take the land to get himself out, but it's a good seismic shove. Blank might look for the re-engage. Wolf has to flash once more. He's still so squishy. As Faker now looking for it. Chrono breaks his way back. He's going to be healthy as Khan.
Meanwhile,
once again, just going to be killing Antara. Jumps on top. That's the solo. All too easy. Just blast cones his way out through the dragon pit that he made empty himself just previously.
We're going topside. We're going to the Baron after that pick, Atlas.
All right, so Antara is going to be spawning in 40 seconds, but remember, it's been 30 minutes in this game so far. That is a decent death timer. SKT, they've got a smite on Blank.
Twitch ult is down, Echo ult is down. SKT have to play this so carefully.
Yeah, and BDD now looking to set himself up after... Oh my god, Faker gets exploded! Had no way out anyway, but now the Baron below half health. It should be because he's got a free smite. That's going to be another first Baron going over to Longzhu. They're in such control this series, and this is the Blank SKT.
The Fed member, it's Gorilla. He's able to be caught again and again. He pops a locket, he turns around and engages. This is what happens when you build 3 items that say "screw you, Shen" on the handles. There's nothing Shen can do. Shen is not set up to deal with every potential item to kill him.
My graphic settings do not go up that high, Pubs. Maybe I could never read it.
4K monitors, baby. It's the future.
Yeah, well, I'm really glad.
Oh god, now you have to deal with the pushing comp with the Baron buff. Turret was there. It sends its regards. It's dead now.
Yep, the double Dirk accommodation coming out from Khan as he just rips through that turret. Longzhu do the same in the mid lane as well, and this split that they're oh so good at. Longzhu seem to have managed the 4-1 better than any other team in the LCK when it was part of the meta earlier on, but they are going to turn on to Khan. Cast a Curse is there, he lasts quite a while as Wolf now in trouble. BDD does a lot of work as that's going to be the kill. Onto Wolf being picked up, Chrono Break comes down, not a lot of damage as he's got his Zhonya's as well, buying a lot of time. Poor timing actually coming out of Kaz. This fake up, he's going to live. Prey looks for it. Oh my god, the Stand United comes out from Antara, but they're going to be able to kill Bang in amongst everything.
And continue to tank the turret, and because they pushed up the minion wave, they get a lot of damage on it. Rakan keeps popping instantly. He's forced into suboptimal in there. Rookies here, trust them undoubtedly. There is no question in the mind of Cuz, especially BDD and Khan, not truly rookies, but obviously in a different scenario. Gorilla this time might actually be caught.
Yeah, may have been caught out of position. Big shields come in as Bang's going to be out of the one that picks up that kill. Cuz finds no one with the body slam. Now Longzhu will have to get themselves out of the way. You've got Antara actually getting some work done here in the mid lane as Blank might be out of position. Khan looking to turn on him as BDD and Prey keeping the rest of SKT out. Blank hasn't actually taken very much damage though. Parallel Convergence not going to find anyone. Prey off on his own. Does have Featherstorm, and Blank finally starting to take something as Prey comes in. Good Featherstorm. Fantastic timing as now Wolf should get picked up. No, dashes his way out with the Battle Dance as Antara finds his way forward. Good snare comes in. It's a break, and he actually find it exactly right. Antara should fall, but no, dashes out of the way. Prey takes down Faker, and now Blank. He's just going to get chased down and murdered. How does this happen? Gorilla dies, and Longzhu still win the fight. A 3-0 after Gorilla had already fallen earlier on.
A 4v5, a true 4v5. They opted into it. No one was running away. They knew how powerful they were. They don't respect the super tanks from SKT. They DPS down Faker, who snaps back but still dies. It'll be second inhibitor for Longzhu Gaming.
And this just, it feels like it doesn't make sense, but it is that fairy tale that we were talking about for Longzhu. They're looking like they will be able to make this a 2-0 series. KT looks on and says, yeah, we did that as well, guys, and it is not over yet. But Longzhu looking brilliant, looking like they're trying to win this game right here. Khan just pops him on the back of the head. Antara not going to find any more joy. Bang's going to die as well. That's the double. Massive kills coming out for the Jason. A second Nexus belonging to SKT will be claimed by Longzhu Gaming.
I have never seen scenes like this in an LCK Grand Final. SK Telecom have played 6 Korean LCK finals and lost.
Even out that matchup, you mentioned that if it goes a little bit awry, it can be a problem for the NA.
A single IM win in Sao Paulo years and years ago, back under the LG IM moniker. But from there, they were the consistent bottom 2 team. As we see Huni walking up to harass Khan, this is going to be a big story. He actually gets stunned up, but Blank's here.
Yeah, going to get the body slam in. They will get a flash very early from Khan. And they take down the ward. Already things looking better for SKT.
And Khan come back.
Does mean that Cuz theoretically has a battle advantage. But Bang is going to get stunned by the Dazzle on the bot side. Prey, fantastic trade. Just sub 300 health for Bang.
Bit of a health equalization, you would say, after the trade and top side. Will mean the only potion for the Zaya's going to be chomped on. Didn't see who picked up the experience. We saw Gragas with just over 2, so I believe the camp is just reset. So actually hasn't been picked up, and Blank, he's just being a human ward. It's battle ward, but by Blank.
Just not sure what Cuz is doing, whether he should actually be going for this wolf camp or whether he should just be heading over and trying to take down these chickens instead. There's the body slam. Cuz, of course, has the passive, so he'll be fine. But this is just such a waste of his time.
Waste of both of their times. BDD does not want to come in and skirmish level 2 on Orianna.
Nope.
Once more with feeling, guys. We're doing it again.
Well, at least now with the wave pushed up, it means that Blank wants to deal with BDD instead. But there's the body slam. And Cuz has really been keen on making this one work, but a lot of regen.
Big pressure advantage available for Faker in the 1v1 early before the wave clear is on command. Bot lane, we're seeing Gragas.
And in goes Wolf. Massive explosion of damage and first blood almost out of nowhere by Blank as he picks it up with a flash body slam.
Yeah,
that kill. Probably would have liked it, but now you've got Blank able to transition this sweet purse change that he picked up across to the rest of the map as Faker's actually chasing after Cuz. Still level 3 as the chain does land. And this is a lot of damage. He will go down to his passive. Khan's looking to try and get towards him, but there it goes. Faker wants to try and clear this one out. Hooney's going to make his way down as well. As in goes Khan. Is this going to be too much, though? As Blank has turned up, Command Protect is in there. Faker in so much trouble, distorts his way out as Kuz. He's respawned. Khan, Hooney. Oh, God, no one's going to be able to catch up to him as Kuz eventually falls. There was going to be one casualty. Is there going to be another? As Khan does make his way through. Will the crush be there? Oh, Boomerang, just the tip. Did not find the backside.
Entire series.
Yes. And it feels like a lot of these situations were very similar to what happened in Game 1 and in Game 2.
Kuz is still level 3.
Yes, and Faker is still just going to look for him yet again. Does get the smite off, so a bit of health back, and BDD is going to turn up, but not in time. And now he might find himself out of position. Longzhu's bottom lane, we're moving up, and once again, it's a Zac that is being capitalized.
From the Camille, and it's slightly different to what we were thinking. We were saying they're going to try and shut down the top lane, but shutting down the jungler has that dual impact of forcing your laners to play safely. Their laners are going to be second to respond. There's a pushing advantage. That's why Kuz going to try and turn. That's not the turn you want.
Certainly not. Body slam not going to land the damage onto Kuz. Doesn't find the barrel either, as BDD is going to move his way over. Kuz going to slam some people together, and the blue buff actually helping Longzhu out, but they're going to turn onto Kuz. And SKT, oh, not quite enough for the command protecting. Khan is going to go down. Now Longzhu just getting smacked about. Good shockwave onto 2 as the heal does come in for BDD to keep himself alive, but the pressure advantage is just massive from SKT.
It's the sort of plan we expected to be employed against Longzhu from Game 1, but it's taking them to Game 3 to go for this full court press to try to target Kuz and Khan. When Khan is ahead, Kuz's job is so straightforward. He just has to path around and winning top lanes. The top lane's not winning early. We're not getting to that part where Nar can potentially turn it around, and the jungle's way behind.
Well, Chain of Corruption are going to come out. Prey just smacked out of the fight by Wolf, and that's going to be the disengage that they needed. Lighted Quiver, not enough with that piercing arrow to get Prey into 2. Gets the headbutt in. Claims that first Tower Blood and will get the extra gold just for himself. So this matchup feeling a lot better. There's the move back with the headbutt. But so much turret damage coming down from Gorilla. Used the Cosmic Radiance as Kuz was making his way in, but maybe a little bit mistimed.
We're trying to bait because Kuz was around bot. Obviously wasn't expected to be headbutted into turret. Here's an extended trade though.
Yeah, Dazzle does come in as SKT are going to be able to lock down Prey. Teleport cancelled. Kuz has to get the heck out of there, and Gorilla. This lifeguard could not save his charges this time. This beach is looking dangerous for Longzhu, and Kuz once again. There's not enough bloblets to save you this time, buddy, and Bang is going to be able to get that kill. 6-0, feeling like a whitewash at 13 minutes into this game.
Lanes with just a single teleport. When you have pressure advantage in the top side, that pressure advantage is gone, and so is the game plan for Longzhu.
Well, Hooney's now going to find Kuz once again. There's the flash, now straight into the wall, and Hooney grabs that kill just easily with the help of Blank. That's how you do it. That's how you shatter the spirits of a rookie player. Taking trades, claiming advantages, just isn't the case now with a jungler that's basically absent.
SKT know where Kuz is. They know he has to be here, so they know it's going to be a 4v3. That's why they bring in the top laner.
Yeah, and he's going to hop his way in there. There's Chains of Corruption, but Baker's going to make his way down as well. There's the kidnap. Coming in, they're trying to find Wolf, but he just has the unbreakable will, so he pops it and is going to be absolutely fine.
Getting the turret here is the same as picking up kills. Atlas. Guess what? The only camp they couldn't ward was the Krugs. You get that bot lane turret suddenly.
Certainly will be. Prey helps take that one down. Didn't have a whole lot more to do, and even grabs it himself. Looking to channel it, try and grab this outer turret in the mid lane. Should be a thing that they're able to do, but no more Mega Gnar available from Hooney as they're looking for Blank. Hooney's waiting in the wings here as Blank just flashes his way out. Will be A-OK. Khan with the sweep does absolutely no damage to Hooney at all. Meanwhile, the turret will fall down eventually. Oh no! Actually save it, but it's on 63 health. So that's sort of a whisper. You whisper in the turret's ear and it'll fall over.
Bang has all his summoners and ultimates, so considers just going for a cheeky last hit, but do the percentage play, no need to roll the dice. You're on course for a perfect game here if you're SK Telecom, so why play it with fire?
Yep, 18 minutes in.
The red side jungle to make aggressive pushes. He needs someone to battle ward for him on the top side as he pushes down. And SKT, knowing that Longzhu have been trying to freeze. We've seen the freeze from Montara for the longest time. So from Khan for the longest time. They're going to look for a collapse, but they're going to lose Baron for it.
Yeah, and I don't think this trade is going to be worth it, as there's the Hextech ultimatum. Faker might be able to find something, but in the end it is Khan that's able to grab that kill. Can Longzhu actually deny this Baron, though, is the question. Cuz could potentially make his way in, but no, it's denied by Wolf. Cosmic Radiance coming down pretty preemptively from Longzhu as they're looking for a kill onto Wolf. They want to deny as many of these Barons as possible. Already, it's only going to be a 4-man. Looking like now, it's going to be a 3-man Baron opportunity as Prey's going to grab it with a piercing arrow. So finally, some kills on the board. At least perfect game has been denied by Longzhu.
And only once the pusher will have the Baron buff, they pick up 2 kills and also out of mid lane turret. It's not enough to stem the bleeding about when popping the Cosmic Radiance, because you can feel like, okay, I know roughly how tanky we are, roughly how much damage we do. I'll just hold on to it as needed. You have to be proactive with it. Here's Huni with the crunch.
Yep.
Oh
my goodness, that hyper damage is crazy. Hextech ultimatum comes down as Khan wants to try and get a trade back kill, but it's just not going to happen. He's got too much health as Kuz kidnaps a barrel by the looks of things. Doesn't actually, and heads back underneath the turret. Does mean that top inner is completely exposed. Will be taken down by Huni, and Faker just going to continue the pressure by heading towards the bottom side. Longzhu are being stretched way too thin on every front for this entire game. 10,000 gold, very close to the lead here at close to 26 minutes in. BDD wants to try and punish him, but outside this inhibitor turret, which is very close to going down. Prey just desperately trying to clear waves. Here they go, they're trying to take down Huni. Hextech ultimatum comes in once again as Gorilla looks for it. BDD with the shockwave, but Huni just takes so much punishment. Over goes Khan, but can Faker actually save him? Huni picks up the kill in the end. He still dodges everything. The dazzle not enough, and he just wanders out casually.
Insane escape coming through from Huni. He feels so good in this moment, even if you don't see it in the reaction camera shot. And SKT in the bot side, what is trained down the turret. It was always going to be a kill for a turret. It's not even a kill, Atlas.
Nope, it is absolutely nothing, as now we're looking for the counter engage. Bloblets are out as Cuz not able to affect this fight anymore, but at least this turret hasn't gone down just yet. Teleport comes in. Huni looks like he just pushed over the turret with his ultimate, but it wasn't that. He manages to take down Cuz, and this looks to be the end as SKT just wiped the floor with Longzhu Gaming. Only BDD to look on in horror as his base is torn to shreds. Nexus turret should follow. BDD still hasn't died so far this game. He is the KDA king, but that doesn't help when you're 0-0-1 with a team flailing around you and nothing to be able to do. Nice 2-man shockwave, but as you can see, just doesn't do the damage, and they're gonna punish Khan, take him down, and Nexus turrets should follow, despite the fact that it is getting a little bit of help. Explosive Cask was optimistic, but this should be the Nexus, and SKT beginning what could be yet another reverse sweep, heading towards their 7th LCK victory.
Massive performance from SK Telecom T1. Completely different members from game 1. They changed their top laner and jungler in the interim, but they go largely with the same draft, but play it oh so much better. They made Cuz look like ganking against the Kate Thresh to get the Tristana or the Cho'Gath ahead.
Yeah, actually looking to switch over to the other side of the map though as Blank considering a contest, but Cuz wanting to utilize the added power that he has with the Gragas in his hands now. Gorilla's actually moving himself up. It's going to be 1 versus 2 as far as Prey is concerned, but could this make the difference as Khan just going so aggressive? His extra level 1 power is massive, and you can see Blank just concedes. He'll move towards his bottom side on this Maokai, and will his extra practice, his extra
Huni skilled the Rupture level 1 to try to contest the Raptors. Thought he might pick up some Raptor experience.
Oh, another max range hook goes down. The Ignite's there, but the heal, even though there is grievous wounds, is able to negate that. BDD actually having a fine time here in the mid lane. Actually 1 creep ahead of Faker. Does have the experience lead as well and is able to get this roam towards the top side. Only level 5, no Weaver's Wall, but still looking to try and get himself here. Affect this possible gank on 2 members of SKT. Shock Blast, massive damage as Longzhu Screening himself over there, going for the divers. Blank in so much trouble. The flash is coming out from everyone, but that's going to be first blood going to Khan. Huni still underneath this turret in so much trouble, and teleport has to be brought out from Faker so that movement from BDD not punished.
I want to talk about a small movement. That's why we were really going back and forth saying, but how can they not allow the invade onto Zach Play? And it doesn't have to be Zach, could have been a Sejuani as well. They changed their draft so dramatically with the two bans on blue side. How's is spotted here by Huni, who now knows he's in a lot of trouble.
Yep, there it is. Weaver's Wall comes down as well. It's just BDD wanting to get himself over for this kill that he's hungry for. Pops up into the skies. They say, well, I don't care. I'm going to pick up the Gragas now. I'm going to invade your jungle and we're going to decimate. Say, well, I don't care. I'm going to pick up the Gragas now. I'm going to invade your jungle and we're going to decimate your top laner. That's precisely what's happened.
Sort of pick ban strategy adjustment that we did not see from KT Rolster. They were not able to make this happen, and they left the turret up so they could gank again, just to be clear.
Yep, well, the Rupture is going to hit the fat guy, but Huni is going to get beaten to a pole.
And I feel like Huni should have known that. It could have been easily taken by Jace, but the only reason you don't take a turret is because you're winning the lane so damn much.
The Yordle Collector himself, Gorilla, trying to lock down Bang. Another Ignite goes down. Good shield comes in from Wolf to try and keep him up. But oh my goodness, these headshots prey. He's looking for more. Has the ultimate available, remember? No, he doesn't. Actually, had already used that previously. I tell a lie, so not going to have that lockdown damage. But look at this, BDD, so much space. Faker, the next order on his menu. And Khan, because of that movement from BDD, easily able to grab.
Quite debonair, you're quite dapper over there, Atlas.
As a you, Papa Smithy. However, it was quite coats, you know, that was what I meant. As Gorilla behind enemy lines, but he's with Cuz BDD. He's going to turn up as well. Battle Dance gets Wolf the wrong direction, but Bang and Wolf do both make their way out. Khan turns up a little bit late to the party, but it should open up this bottom outer turret, and you can see exactly what Longzhu wanted already for Khan. Oh god, it couldn't get any better than that.
People were asking if it was a scripted series when we had a reverse sweep telecom war. Wait, hold the point.
Yeah, SKT actually looking for this one. Is Cuz! Oh, flashes on top of the Latin Gorilla. So good. Wants the hook onto Blank, but doesn't find it. Not sure how Cuz survived, to be perfectly honest. That's the Weaver's Wall blocking up the Maokai. It is going to be the flash gain out of Longzhu. Good trade.
Two flashes for one, so Longzhu even trade up when it looked like Cuz was stuck hopelessly. Your mind flashed back to the sort of catches that happened in the previous series.
Whoa,
catches.
Yeah, flashes. Actually, Gorilla was looking for it. Doesn't even matter. BDD locks down the kill. I felt when the hook went wide that it might have been a little bit too much trust, but it doesn't matter. I just didn't trust enough, and Khan knew exactly what he was capable of.
And can just move over and taxi the minion wave into the inner turret in the bot lane. They already have the mid lane inner. It's free. That's what happens when you get free time with Caitlyn and also the Jace. We're running out of... But remember, they never beat SK Telecom in that big final. Prey and Gorilla have never done it. Yeah. It would mean so much for those two in particular. In the most unlikely of fashion, you had to look at the members they surrounded themselves with largely as a downgrade. But they are so close to engineering the finals win they never got.
And Khan so close to beating the heck out of Huni as well. Doesn't avoid the Rupture as there's the Feast. One more auto attack to flash the Feast. Oh, Faker is going to come in and make it a 1-for-1, but not able to save him like he did last time.
Pings onto Baron though instantly. They could be able to answer here. Baker used his teleport, will get a turret for it, but isn't able to respond to the top side. Smart move from Longzhu to start Baron. You see Baker back away. Don't know if he has a special delivery in base. I think he does.
This could be opportunistic from Longzhu though. They've got a ward, does SKT, and it hasn't been cleared out just yet.
This is the pivotal moment
to block things off. Wolf doesn't have smite, so he's not going to be the situation here as it's going to be taken. The hook lands onto Wolf as well as Battle Dance. So much damage as the flash forward from BDD locks it down. Blank as well in so much trouble. Faker trying to be the hero. He does so much damage and takes down BDD, but the damage has been done by Longzhu. Double Infernal Dragon now.
Decently onto the Cho'Gath, but they'll back away and wait for the next minion wave to spawn.
Oh, this line of control wards as well, denying any vision from SKT outside of their base gate. Huni still very low, is now taking a lot more damage. The base is broken in the mid lane, but can they get something back here on the side of SKT? Bang has taken down Cuz at least as Khan turning it around against Faker. Oh my god, that damage with the shock blast picks up Faker and Huni. It's going to be Prey cleaning up on the back end. Khan is still alive. My God, Blank is going to survive, but he couldn't do anything against the gigantic Chase.
He's still zoning away Blank. They can at minimum get 2 inhibitors here, but they might try to end the game, Atlas.
They could just go for the game. They've got the Baron buff still rotating around them. Nexus turrets now under siege. The Cinderella story, the fairy tale that we were talking about could now be a reality.
Not
unless the
guaranteed yet.
Nature Draft can actually get some work done. On the side of Blank, they take down Gorilla, but all the damage is still here. Khan turns off. Blank should die as Wolf. Grand Entrance comes in, and that will stop some of the damage. And Longzhu will back away for the moment.
We take a deep breath. They realize they are unlikely to be able to end the game, even with Blank dying.
Story.
No coach, no analyst, no caster predicted a Longzhu victory. How could you? But they are rewriting expectations. They are showing that they used their time in the last few weeks to make it work, and they want to end it here.
Yeah, Weaverswell is going to split up SKT as Mooney just on the wrong side of this battle. They can just focus down this Nexus, and that's what Prey is starting to do. Wolf jumps his way through the quickness. It's just going to spell his death, as Blank is not tanky right now. The Beast doesn't do anything. Faker's going to explode as the massive damage from Prey is going to say goodnight to the king of the mid lane. The Nexus falls, and your new champions of the LCK is Longzhu Gaming.
Longzhu Gaming have proved that fairy tales come true. How could they ever beat SK Telecom T1, the team that had never lost a Champions or LCK final, that had only ever dropped 3 games in 6 best-of-5s. They dropped 3 games today with a roster that no one saw coming. If you predicted Longzhu to finish top 5, you would have been laughed out of the room by everyone. If you predicted Longzhu to win the grand final, they still would have been laughing, Atlas, but no one is laughing today. There are tears in the eyes of Longzhu's faces because they have beaten the champions, they have beaten the gods, and Longzhu Gaming are going to Worlds.
And there is no better way to do it either. 4-game series, completely crushed in game 3. Looked like their spirits were down, but they come back and return the favor in game number 4. Utter dominance from Longzhu Gaming.
If you piss off Faker, he will come back stronger. If you piss off Longzhu Gaming, they as a team will engineer your downfall. Hooney beside himself. Wonderful game in game 3. But it felt like Longzhu had the cheat code. Longzhu was not going to fall into the traps that so many teams over these years have fallen into. It is a famous victory. I sat there on the World's Analyst desk last year for SKT versus Rox. Rox couldn't get over the line, and I said, the fairy tales don't come true. But I get to be front row center for the Longzhu fairy tale, and even taller tale, who was Khan 6 months ago, was a true rookie. He is a Royal Roader, Atlas, our first Royal Roader in the longest time. No professional experience, now a champion, and Prey and Gorilla, the most beloved bot lane in the world, actually beat SKT in a final for the first time.
Just unbelievable. Cuz so deserving of that Royal Road title as well. I hope he gets a chance to lift up this trophy. It's Prey.
Listen to the crowd.
Just unbelievable.
And you know what the best thing is, Atlas?
What's the best thing, Papa?
We haven't seen the best of Longzhu Gaming. They will only get better. This lineup will